She was born into fame, raised in front of the world, transformed from America's sweetheart to its most defiant rebel all before her 20s. But in 2025, when Miley Cyrus released Something Beautiful, critics hailed it as her most mature, emotionally raw work yet. What they didn't know was that somewhere in the background of that beautiful chaos, there was a song she never wanted the world to hear. Miley called the album a journey through grief, rage, and forgiveness. But that journey didn't start in the studio. It began years earlier, on a stormy night in Nashville, and it started with a letter. At just 17, Miley was at the top of the world, touring arenas, breaking records, and losing herself. Her image was everywhere, but her voice, her real one, felt muffled beneath marketing plans and pop formulas. She returned home one weekend, exhausted and angry. Her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, found her in the living room shredding up lyric sheets. He asked her what was wrong. She didn't answer. Instead, she went upstairs, locked herself in her childhood bedroom, and for the first time in months cried until she fell asleep on the carpet. That night, she wrote lyrics that no one would see for a decade. Lines scribbled on the back of an old Dolly Parton poster, verses about being used, watched, controlled, a chorus that simply said, "Something beautiful burned through me." She called the song The Furnace. It was never recorded, never played for anyone. Miley claimed she lost the lyrics in a hotel years later, but the truth was, she couldn't bring herself to sing them until Something Beautiful. In 2024, after a period of therapy and silence, Miley decided to write again. Not pop hits, not party anthems, but music that bled. She locked herself in a rented house in Topanga Canyon for 3 weeks. No producers, no stylists. Just her, a guitar, and an old notebook she thought she'd thrown away. The furnace was still there. This time, she tried to record it. On the first attempt, her voice cracked in the chorus. On the second, she stopped mid-line and whispered, "I can't." On the third, she made it through. The file was saved under a generic name, Session 7. It was never added to the official track list. But here's where things get strange. 2 months before the album's release, a 14-second audio clip surfaced online. It was grainy, distorted, as if recorded through a wall. The voice, unmistakably hers, sang a single, aching line. "If I show you where it hurts, will you still call it love?" The internet exploded. Reddit threads labeled it the lost track. Fans began analyzing every note. Some claimed the audio was fake. Others swore it was real. One user even said they recognized the hum of the canyon wind in the background. Miley said nothing. Her label issued no statement. And then, in an interview with Rolling Stone, the journalist asked directly, "There's a rumor about a hidden song, about pain, about something you didn't want heard. Is that real?" Miley paused. Then said, "Not every melody is meant to be heard. Some are meant to be survived." She never confirmed or denied the leak. She never performed The Furnace. But during her Something Beautiful World Tour, at the very end of the final show in Rio de Janeiro, the lights dimmed. A single spotlight hit the stage. And without a word, Miley walked to the mic. She didn't sing. She whispered, "To the one still burning, I see you." Then she walked off stage. No encore, no closing track, just silence. Today, fans still hunt for the full version of The Furnace. Some claim they've heard it played backwards in live shows. Others say it's hidden in track 8 of Something Beautiful, masked beneath static, and a few believe she'll release it someday. But maybe she won't. Maybe that song was never for us. Maybe it was for the girl on the carpet. The one who stopped crying long enough to write. The one who didn't need applause, just a way out. And maybe, just maybe, that's what made it beautiful. If this story moved you, help us uncover more unseen stories. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who still believes in the power of unspoken truths.